Woods Report. All right, so today.
You don't give a day or anything?
What do you mean?
You don't say what today's...
I was getting ready to do it.
Oh, I'm sorry, because you sound like you was getting ready to go into your thing.
No, I was getting ready to say,
okay.
All right, another Woods Report. Today is August 31st.
Oh, okay. I didn't
and we're doing the Breakfast Club review.
Okay.
So I got to do it all in one breath then, in order, if I take a breath.
It just sounded like you was getting ready to go into your lead-in.
All right, everybody relax and calm down. All right, here we go. I don't think it's going to be a lot, because it was Charlamagne and Envy again.
Is she off?
And Angela Yee wasn't there.
It's sure that she's going to be ready to be by herself.
Right. Or for them to be without her. So she wasn't there. She probably going to be there the whole week. And it's also, this is Labor Day weekend. So people probably take off the week of. Has it been like that in the
past with them? Like
they all take off.
One is gone.
They all take off.
The two keep going.
Yeah, they all take off.
They never have.
They usually call in though. So
okay.
All right. So anyway, they asked. They didn't ask, but Floyd Mayweather was on a interview, and he was asked, "What's the largest investment you ever made?" Because he got a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And he said he paid $750,000 to get out of his contract and to be able to promote himself. It's probably the best deal he ever made. $750,000.
Wow, to break a contract.
To get out of his contract.
That's something.
And since then he's made
got that much money.
Yeah. So it probably at the time
with you no more.
But probably at the time when he paid it, he probably didn't have that much money because he paid it. They would have charged him way more than that if they knew he was gonna make as much money as he did.
So this was some time ago then.
So this was a long time ago before he became as famous or rich as he is.
Mm-hmm.
So that was smart.
Wow. Okay.
So a lot of people don't understand independent. Sometimes independent is. I still don't understand why people do record label deals anymore. I still don't know why. Because how is your record label going to promote you more than you can?
Because they can't do it themselves.
You can do it on social media like everybody else.
Some people are not good with that. They would have to hire somebody.
Well, if you're going to sign a record deal, you're not going to have no money. Unless you sign one like DDG.
Are you telling me that all these big name people are independent?
A lot of them are independent.
Adele is independent?
Or they don't have a lot of money because they're in a record deal. Unless you do what DDG did. He signed a record deal and he owns all his masters.
Okay.
If you sign a record, you gotta walk away with something these days.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel.
When you say masters,
he owns his music.
Oh, so the record companies used to own it?
Yeah, they own a lot.
Even if you write it yourself?
Yes, they own those masters. You can't just walk away and take your music with you. They own it. Just like if I go to a studio and make a movie, the studios could own that movie. So I can't just put my movie anywhere if I'm a director.
Has that always been in the past?
Always.
Because I thought artists will get money for, they just get money for because it's played. That's why, right? Like if they're singing a song.
Yeah, if it's their voice.
If they wrote it. Because remember back in the day, we didn't talk about this. We talked about writing your own stuff.
Even then, you got to still break that into pieces. By the time you end up getting your amount, you didn't gave so many percentages away. You don't hardly own nothing.
So maybe that's the deal that a lot of artists do when they sit down and get in these contracts. Is I want ownership of my own stuff.
Because a lot of them not famous when they sign these record deals and these record labels. They become famous, and that's the problem. And I understand the record company too because they're making you famous. They put money into you. As how many, one person that's successful on a record label, how many not successful that they put money and energy and time into, that one person could be carrying the whole label.
Because how do you work it? I wonder how do you work it if you on your own independent, but you want to collaborate with somebody who is on a record label?
You pay people to collab with them.
Wow.
People have a percentage that they charge if you
collabing
want to
with my artist.
If you want to have
take ownership of them, you pay me to work with them.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
But most of these artists make money when they tour. That's when they make money, is when they tour. When they out on the stage and it's physically them. You know that with our uncle, who was famous. He made his money when he went out and he sang.
So even with the different record labels that we've been hearing, like Big Boy, all of them, they own the rights to those rappers' music.
Yes. Well, I don't know. I don't know what kind of deals they have, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Young Money is Drake, and I don't know, is Drake still on Young Money? I think he is because they just had that thing with Lil Wayne, Lil Wayne's record company, Nicki Minaj. It is what it is.
Wow.
So
okay.
They don't, but they make so much money because they are ridiculous in how much money they made. You know what I'm saying? It's like they've made hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, and they may be worth like 20 or 30 or 40, 50 million. But they've made hundreds and hundreds of millions for somebody else. So that's just how it is.
Okay.
But anyway, I don't know how we got on that, but
okay.
From Floyd Mayweather. Usher says that people keep asking Usher would he do a versus. And I think he pretty much was saying he's too good for versus. He don't think he should do versus.
But I've told you versus is usually B. Well, not all the time, but there are normally B level, B and C. You know how you say people that go on the Dancing with the Stars?
It's somebody, I guess.
Not your big name.
Right. Well, even though they've had, like Gladys Knight, but they still not. They not
Nicki
packaged
Minaj
studios.
is not on Dancing with the Stars.
Beyonce's not on versus.
Exactly.
So I guess he put himself up there with Beyonce. So.
And who would he do it with? Chris?
Everybody keeps saying Chris Brown. I gotta do
that would be a really nice
this.
one, but has he
I gotta do a thought about this. Hold on.
Why?
I know Us is big, and I know he's whatever. I don't think he's too big for verses.
You don't think he's above verses?
He's not Beyonce. I know he thinks he's Beyonce, but he's not. That's like Michael Jackson doing verses. To me, if Michael Jackson was alive, why would he do and Prince? I don't think Usher's there yet. But he did say he stands on the shoulders of them. So he did shout their names out. He named James Brown. He named Michael Jackson.
You probably seen majority of verses than I did.
Usher could be on verses.
Who is the hottest one that has been on verses?
Ooh.
Who is the top still hot?
No, hot now. That's what I'm saying.
Still hot. That's what he's trying to say. He's still hot. Why go?
I don't think he's
versus
still
is
hot.
Almost like you on that B level.
But I think performing in Las Vegas don't make you hot. Gladys Knight has sellout shows in Las Vegas.
Selena,
Diana Ross has sellout shows.
Gone to versus.
I just don't. I understand what he's saying. That's why I said I could go back. I could go either way with this.
Okay.
He is famous. He is a big name. He's selling out in Vegas. Mm-hmm. But you selling out in Vegas. Beyonce sells out everywhere. Mm-hmm. She don't have to go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know where I put him. And it's not even a hit to do this. With Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is big, but she not Beyonce. Mm-hmm. And I know I don't want to get crushed with with the Jackson fans, because I'm a Jackson fan. Mm-hmm. I'm a Michael Jackson fan. Mm-hmm. But let's be honest, guys. Even Michael Jackson, when he passed away, wasn't selling out like Beyonce. I know y'all don't want to hear that. They was concerned about him selling tickets on his last tour.
Okay.
Not in other countries, but in this country. In other countries, he sells out. That's not even yeah.
Well, if you're comparing it to other countries, that's a little tough. Okay.
Prince wasn't even selling out like that. If you're a Prince fan, don't comment down below. But y'all know darn well they wasn't selling arenas like that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It was people like us who went to see them. You know what I'm saying?
We had bought tickets for Janet Jackson, and there was just her. It was just her and COVID hit, but behind the scenes they said her tickets didn't sell that good. Okay. Let's just keep it 100. And that's Janet, and these are icons. Well, Madonna is an icon. Madonna ain't gonna sell out no arenas all over this country. But will Madonna do verses?
See, I think he's Madonna. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel dual with this. I think he's up there. Mm-hmm. Madonna, Janet Jackson.
It's like Chris Brown coming and saying, I ain't doing no verses.
I think Usher feels I'm bigger than Chris Brown. Why am I on stage with Chris Brown?
Right.
It wouldn't be a Chris Brown if it wasn't for me. That's probably what he's thinking.
It would be a nice verses, though.
It would be a nice. I don't think I think he's big. I don't think he's as big as he thinks he is. Okay. That's all I'm saying. I think he's Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is not Michael Jackson.
His feelings. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even Janet knows she's not Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So just relax a little bit, Usher.
Okay.
You're up there, though. I don't want to diminish you. He is up there. Give him his and he said it. He said, I'm a king in this industry, and I feel like I should be given my crown, and it's nothing wrong for me to say that. And I agree with him. Mm-hmm. It's nothing wrong for him to say that. And I don't think he's capping by saying it.
And that was referencing doing verses.
Doing a verse.
See, I'm thinking if one thing he should be very careful about in any artist, really, when you let something down, or when you don't participate in something, still be nice about it.
He was nice.
Don't puff yourself up.
He was nice. I'm not gonna lie. He was nice about it. He didn't. He was just saying almost like, "Give me my flowers while I'm alive." Kind of.
So what are you saying? Versus is dead folks?
No. Give me my flowers, my props while I'm alive. To put me on the same stage with Chris Brown, it's almost like y'all diminishing me. That's how I think he's saying it. But I feel dual about that. I don't think that diminishes you, because Chris Brown ain't a slouch. Mm-hmm. Nobody's telling you that we're going to put you on the stage with somebody that everybody, I understand what he's saying.
Top runner, just like him. He probably feel there's nobody out there.
I guess he feel like that's like a versus with Beyonce and Rihanna. Beyonce would say, why am I on the stage with Rihanna? Even though Rihanna's big, Beyonce would say, I'm bigger than Rihanna. Why am I on the stage?
Well, her husband can say that because he brags.
Well, he thinks he's bigger than Michael Jackson, which is ridiculous.
So she ain't going nowhere near versus.
But I understand what he's saying.
He probably have to be 70.
Put it this way. I'm not going to yell at him for saying it.
Okay.
Y'all know I would yell at most people for saying stuff. Uh-huh. I'm not going to yell at him for saying it. Okay. But he could be on the stage with Chris Brown. And he's delusional if he thinks he couldn't. Chris Brown is not a slouch. It's not like we throwing you on the stage with Omarion. Uh-huh. If we was throwing you on the stage with Omarion, I could see you saying, really? Usher versus Omarion?
Okay.
But Usher versus Chris Brown is not a far...
Right.
It's not... Come on. It's not. We're not tossing you on there with anybody. All right. Okay. All right. You good? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. So that was that one. And Charlemagne said pretty much the same thing. Y'all better stop sleeping on Usher, and just give him his.
Oh, please.
Put him up.
But I guess we're just trying to figure this verses out and who participates and what is the criteria of the artist and what level they are to participate.
Now you got your pen ready, because I don't think I've spoken about him in a while, because she always write down rappers because she don't know the rappers, so she's trying to keep a list of the ones we mentioned on the show. Okay. DaBaby. No, don't go back and look. You got Little Baby. This is DaBaby. I knew she was gonna think it was the same person. It's not. Heck? No.
How many dang old babies?
Just relax. Everybody, calm down.
D.A.
Lil Baby is different than DaBaby.
D.A.
Now you might remember DaBaby. He was the one that made the homosexual slur on stage. You don't remember that? And they tried to ban him and get rid of him and get rid of his career and stuff. Little short dude. You probably don't remember him.
DaBaby. Okay.
But anyway, DaBaby. So he was in the news recently. I guess they had to cancel his concert because of low ticket sales.
Okay.
Envy says he don't like stories like this. And Charlemagne said they don't like stories like this because it makes it seem like it's his fault that his tickets didn't sell and his name isn't big enough. They didn't
promote him well.
Envy said a lot of times it's the promotion.
Yeah.
And they didn't promote the person.
Right.
Now, and Charlemagne agreed with it. Mm-hmm. Now, I totally agree with this. We're in marketing.
Ooh, you may have to...
So hold on, y'all. Hold on. We'll pause, and then she got to get something out of her again. So hold on. We'll pause, and then we'll come back. Here we go.